Hey everyone, my name is Mr. Hargitai and I am one of the literature teachers at Achievement First Brooklyn High. A lot of you might be wondering, who is this dude and why do I have to watch this video? So I'm actually here to do you a favor, but before I get into that, I want to talk about free time for a sec. So life has obviously changed in the past few months, and I've been kind of thinking about the ways that I kind of unwind and relax, especially during this time, because it's a stressful time and we need to kind of unwind and relax more. So in the past, a lot of the things I would do to unwind would be things like playing video games, watching movies. I'm a photographer, so I like to take photos and then edit them. And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that as a lit teacher, I do of course love to read books, especially on my e-reader. So the big problem with that is a lot of the aforementioned activities that I kind of engage in to relax and just chill out are centered around looking at screens. And I'll be honest, my eyes are getting real tired. Like, my eyes look like they got 3 kids and a mortgage right now. While I was working in the classroom, obviously I wasn't staring at screens all the time, so I wasn't getting as much eye strain, even though things teenagers do are equally painful to look at in some ways. Boom, roasted. So with all this in mind, I've been trying to find creative ways to avoid screen time while still having these kind of leisure activities and things that I'll do to unwind and relax after a stressful day. The number one way I've been doing this lately is by listening to audiobooks. Audiobooks are perfect for just kind of laying there and closing your eyes and just zoning out and chilling and relaxing. So some of you might be out there thinking, man, Mr. Hargitai, that sounds really cool. How can I be as chill and relaxed as you? The truth is you can't, but you can do something to come close. And that's because we've hooked you up with your own Audible audiobook accounts. So a few weeks ago, you probably received an email with your login credentials for Audible. If you don't know where it is, you can probably just type Audible into your email account and it should come up in the search bar. If it doesn't, please just contact your teacher and they can help you troubleshoot that. So what we've done here is we've actually hooked you up with a library that gives you access to a number of audiobooks that you can listen to, totally free. So we're hoping that all of you will actually use this account fully so you can actually just have another outlet and another thing to use. To incentivize you further, your teacher will be actually giving you some kind of extra credit if you send them a screenshot showing that you've shelved at least 2 books in your account. Easiest assignment you've ever had. So to get this done, let's actually do a quick tutorial on how you can shelve books in your Audible account. So the first thing you'll notice when you log into your account is that your library will probably be empty unless you've already been here before. So you can actually click here and go to Discover. And once you're there, you actually see a whole set of audiobooks that are totally free for you to listen to. Look at all that. Look at all these books. So we got lots of stuff for you, but how do you add it to your library? So simple as this. Let's just say I'm going to imagine that I am myself for a second. And then let's just say, yeah, I like Sherlock Holmes. I like Stephen Fry. The dude's got a really nice, relaxing voice. So I'll just click right here. And then it gives me this option, start listening or add to library. You're going to want to hit add to library. All right, and now it is in my shelf. So if I go to my library, now I see it there. So remember that we're actually going to give you credit as long as you pick any 2 books of your choosing that you add to your library. Simple as that, takes 5 minutes, it's all you gotta do. So keep in mind you can pick any books you want. The books that I'm about to suggest are not by any means required or mandatory or anything like that. I'm just giving you some tips and talking about books that I've read in the past that I think you might enjoy. So a lot of the books that we have here are such big names that they've actually been turned into full Hollywood big budget movies. Life of Pi by Jan Martel, for instance, has been made into a film. It's a great book to read right now, especially because we get to look at a pro-level social distancer in Pi. If you read the book, you'll get that joke. We also got The Fault in Our Stars, which is really great in case you really want to get bummed out and depressed. In a similar vein, we actually got collections of poetry from Rupi Kaur, who is one of the most famous modern poets that you always see people sharing on their Instagrams, especially right after they go through a breakup. So if you want to see the poet who's behind a lot of those sad breakup Instagram stories, that's the book to check out. We also got I Am Legend. It's a great book about this disease that runs rampant across the world and everybody's lives change drastically. And wait, now I'm kind of thinking about it and that might not be the best book to read right now for escapism, but still a great book nevertheless. But we also got plenty of biographies. We got historical texts as well. For instance, we got letters from Birmingham jail. We got autobiographies written by celebrities. One of the great ones we have right now is Born a Crime by Trevor Noah, the hilarious host of The Daily Show. And of course, if you're a huge nerd like me, we got a whole section devoted to sci-fi and fantasy. In there, we got Alien, we got Tales of Beetle the Bard if you're a big Harry Potter fan. We got Margaret Atwood's The Handmaid's Tale and Testaments. Treasure Island if you want to see the version of it that doesn't involve the Muppets. You probably haven't seen that one either. I'm definitely dating myself here. We even got some Star Wars content in there for any of you big Star Wars fans. So that should be it for a start. If you need any more recommendations about what you might like or be into, please feel free to talk to your teachers and they could give you a little more guidance. If you have any more questions about how your library works, please feel free to contact your teachers to troubleshoot any issues that you might have. So I hope you all enjoyed the video, and more importantly, I hope you all use this Audible account. It really is a great tool, and it isn't something that everyone has access to right now, so it'd be almost a waste to not even try it out a little bit. So with that, I'll bid you all farewell, and I wish you happy reading, or I guess I should say, happy listening. Bye.